Hello friends, welcome to my channel Electrical Master. This video I am going to explain about automatic power factor control, wiring diagram and also how it is working. We are going to discuss. This video requested by one of the subscriber, Mr. Aswin. So for him I especially prepared this video. Same like if you want any electrical concept, you can request me through the comment. I will make it the videos. Let's go to the video. First, why we need APFC panel? APFC panel means we know it is automatic power factor control panels. The main purpose of this panel is to improve the power factors. Normally we know power factor means it's the ratio between the active power to the apparent power. Active power means the kilowatt, apparent power it is a kVA. So generally it's denoted cos pi. So it's cos pi equal to kilowatt by kVA. Okay, but we need to understand why power factor correction is needed. If you see, most of the industrial we are using the inductive type load like motors, which is leading the reactive powers consumption. So because of the reactive power we are facing the power loss and also power factor also get decreased. For avoiding this power factor decrease, we need to use the APFC panel. If you are using the APFC panel, it will reduce the electricity cost because the power factor is improved, so the power consumption from the equipment will be reduced, so we can save the electricity bill, and moreover we can avoid the penalty from the electricity board. So these are the purpose we are using the APFC panel. Now we will see the APFC panel power diagram. You can see power diagram. It's very simple. From the transformer you can connect directly to the incomer. This is the incomer MCCB. From the bus bar directly connected to the load. The load here you can use any type like feeders or like any motors, whatever it is. Before that you have to connect parallelly to the capacitor banks. See here, I use 4 stages for the capacitor banks. The number of stage and the sizing of capacitor banks, it's having different calculation. Hopefully I will make another video. It will give the clear idea of how we can calculate the capacitor banks. But this video I'm only talking about the wiring diagrams. So here I use 4 stages capacitor bank. The first stage I will connect or I will supply to the overload protection MCB or fuse, whatever you can use. Then it will be connected to the CDC. CDC means capacitor duty contactor, same like magnetic contactors. So after the CDC it will connected to the particular capacitors. Here based on our calculation 10 kVR, 5 kVR, whatever the ranges we can fix here. So 4 stages, same way I connected. Here I connect to the APFC relay. This is the relay which controls this capacitor bank to improve the power factor. So the APFC relay connection will be very simple. You have to give only 2 inputs. One is the current input, another one is the voltage input. So the current reference you have to connect on CT to the any one of the phases. From the CT you have to connect S1 to the 5 ampere and S2 connected to the common port. And the voltage reference you have to connect the one phases to the V1, another phases connected to the neutral. Here only one condition you have to satisfy, which phase you are connecting the CT, the same phase you have to connect to the auxiliary voltage reference supply. That's it. This is the power diagram connection. Now we will see control supply. This is the control wiring diagram. For control wiring diagram, you have to use 6 component is needed, like control MCB. This is the auto manual selector switch and magnetic contactors and CDC, stop push button and start push button and indicators. So these are the devices we needed. Now we will see how we can connect. From the ROB phase, we are connecting one phase supply and neutral to the control MCB. From that, phase will be extended to the auto manual selector switch. The purpose of auto manual selector switch is, suppose when the APFC relay is not working or malfunctioning, at that time you can switch to the manual contact and you can manually control the capacitor bank. For the purpose only we are using. So we are connecting the phase supply to the auto manual selector switch. From that, 2 output will be come out, one for the auto purpose, one for the manual. For see here, for auto means phase supply will be extended to the auto magnetic contactor coil supply, and neutral will be directly connected to the bottom side. So the auto contactor now it is pick up. From the same wire we can loop it to the APFC relay common port. So the same phase supply will be connected to the common of the APFC relay. And the output of APFC relay, you can see here 1 to 8 stages I already told, and this is based on the relay configuration. 8 stages, 12, 24, whatever it is your requirement, you can connect. You can see here the first stage output will be connected to the NO contact of the auto magnetic contactor. So when we choose the auto contactor will be connected. So auto will pick up means this NO will be NC. So the common phase supply will be further extended to here connected to the CDC coil supply. So CDC will be pick up. CDC1 if it is pick up means you can see here it will allow the 3-phase supply will connected to the capacitor bank. So capacitor bank 1 will be connected and it will consume the reactive power and improve the real power of the main bus. So our output will receive the improved power of the load. Same way, the same phase supply we are connected to the indicator. It is showing that the stage 1 will be started. Similarly for the manual function, if you are choosing in the position 2, it will be manual, so manual contactor will be activated. From the same supply we are further extended to the stop push button and then start push button. Start push button parallelly we are connecting the holding contact for the CDC. The same phase supply extended to the NO of the manual contact. So whenever the manual is energized, this NO will be closed. So the same phase supply will be extended to the CDC1. So CDC1 will be activated. So it will allow the capacitor 1 will be turned on. And also we are giving the same phase supply to show the indication of stage 1 start. When we this holding contact for the purpose of when we remove the finger from on push button, the phase supply will be connected from CDC NO to the CDC1 coil supplies. Until we press the stop, stage 1 will be working in the manual stage. For auto, you can see here, for auto it automatically connected to up to 8 stages. So stage 1 will be working and current and voltage will give the input feedback for the APFC relay. For example, further that APFC, our power factor is, if it is want to improve more, then stage 2 will be come to the picture. So stage 2, same way you can see here, it coming here and the NO auto contactor will be closed and it is connected to the CDC2. CDC2 will be pick up and the indication also will be shown. Similar way, up to 4 stages will be as per our requirement. It will automatically turn on and turn off through by APFC relays. The APFC relay getting the input from current and the voltage to monitor the bus bar, how much power factor is flowing. And APFC panel internally the configuration we can set how much how much power factor we want to maintain, and the maximum power factor, minimum power factor, all the configuration we can give from this. Using the arrow keys we can adjust the parameters. So these are the concept for power diagram and wiring diagram of APFC relay. You can see here, this is the APFC panel, same wiring diagram. This is I prepared this one, and this is the schematic diagram given from the APFC panel manufacturer. The same I told you, the bus bar, same ROEB supply connected to the load. From that we are connecting one phases to the current sensing input. CT will be connected. If it is, you are using 1 ampere CT means you have to connect here. 5 ampere means connected to this port. For the voltage reference, I already told which phase you are connecting CT. Same phases you have to take. See here, ROEB. So our phases they are connecting to phase 1. Neutral is connected. This is the voltage reference. Similar way, ROEB they are connecting through using fuse. There I am using MCB for overload protection. And contactor 1, this is the capacitor CDC contactor, and this is the capacitor bank. So activating this capacitor contactor, coil supply should be connected. Neutral directly they are taken from the phase. For auto functioning they are taken from the C1. C1 output will be connected to the coil supply of contactor 1. So the common input for the APFC relay will taken from the same phases will be connected to the common supply. So whenever the current and voltage inputs are varying, based on that the APFC relay will activate the C1 to up to C8 stages. The CDC contactor will activate the capacitor bank and improve the power factor for the load. Okay, this is the APFC panel control wiring diagram, and you can see this is the APFC panel terminals where we are connecting the cables, and this is for the voltage reference. I already told phase and neutral, and this is for the current reference CT connection. 1 ampere means you have to connect 1 ampere here. 5 ampere means 5 ampere connected here. This is the common supply, and this is for the APFC panel NO and NC contact. Accelerator, you can use this for the external alarm or external purpose. You can use these things. And here you see, I told you common supply have to connect it here, and the output of the relay C1 to C8. If it is want to more stages also, the relay is available. Here it is for the 8 stage relay. You can connect C1, C2, C3 each stage to the CDC coil supplies. So like that way APFC panel is working. I hope you will understand the concept. So if you have any doubt, you can write it in the comment box, and if you really like this video, give a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.